Hey everybody, it's Sith here again, and this time we're going to be doing another watch along. Last time we did Thomas the Magic Railroad, which I've stated before is my absolute favorite movie, even if it's totally garbage. And today I wanted to do something similar. Today we're going to be watching Calling All Engines, which was a 2005, I believe, special produced during the hit era. And a lot of people don't like it. I don't know a lot of people that like it. And yeah, I just wanted to watch it and discuss possible ideas that I could have for a future rewrite of it. I posted on Twitter a screenshot of a Google Docs document where I was writing down ideas for one. I did start writing some scenes for it, but it didn't progress very far. But I might do it in the future. But I just wanted to watch it and talk about it and see if there are any ideas that I can propose. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So as always, you can pop in your VHS copy, DVD copy, or anything on the internet. It's on YouTube, Daily Motion, everything. You can look anywhere and you can find Calling All Engines. I'm going to be watching the US dub version with Michael Brandon because that's the version that I grew up with. But if you want to watch the Michael Angelis version, then you go ahead. But we're going to be starting on go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And I got some water and Jolly Ranchers with me. Because you gotta stay hydrated. Okay, first thing I want to say, I absolutely hate the sets in the hit era. Um, like, there's some good sets, like the watermill here. I really like the look of it. But there's something about the hit era sets that I don't really like, and it's how much of the island is like country. And of course, in the classic era as well. There's a lot of country sets. It's on an island, but like I don't know. Maybe it's because of the colors they use. In the original classic series, there are a lot of colors they use to for fields and grass and everything. But like with this, it all looks the same. You have a lot of sets that just look the same, and as a consequence, the CGI era has a lot of that. Like 90% of any episode will be like that, and see, it just looks bland to me. Like, it looks good, I guess, but it doesn't compare to the classic series for me. It doesn't help that in season 12 they introduced a lot of like one-off sets that all look the same, and yeah, they're not too great. This shot I do like from the intro. That's the special name. There we go. I think it's off center too. I remember being really hyped about this as a kid because I had it on VHS and DVD. I'm pretty sure I actually got the DVD from Blockbuster, if you can believe that. And I watched it a lot. I watched the hit era probably the most as a kid, and that's probably why I don't like it. There's a really interesting thing about it that I learned is that, of course, like most movies and TV shows are captured in 24 FPS. That's why whenever you see a video of mine in trains or something, it's in 24 FPS because I want to emulate that feeling. But the classic series did like film some stuff in a higher frame rate because then they would slow it down to make it look better. But the hit era, from what I know, was mostly filmed in like 45 FPS, I think. It was sometimes filmed in 24, 45, 48, and it looks... I don't like it. I really don't like it. It just looks off to me. Not to say that there isn't anything good about the hit era. There are definitely some good things. Especially the merchandise. That is probably the biggest thing that people talk about with the hit era, is that the merchandise was amazing, but I don't know. I'll say I do like the Tidmouth Shed set, especially at night. I think it looks fine. I'm starting to remember why I didn't like Michael Brandon as a narrator. There's Edward's wincing face, which they use as a sleeping face. And you can kind of see the edge of the set there. There's always something I really wondered about the hit era, and I want to find out like a legit answer to this. In the classic era, they had to keep building sets, and then they'd film all the scenes that required it, and then they'd take it down and build a new one. Sometimes they would do redos, which is why some sets like defer in appearances and episodes. But with the hit era, all the sets remained, like through every season. So like, did they have more rooms or something? Did they somehow take up less room? I want to find out. Oh yeah, there's songs. This song's okay, I guess. I like it. I think it's on my Spotify. They love speeding up footage. So first off, I wanted to talk about the rewrite. So obviously, I wrote a Magic Railroad rewrite. That's a big part of the channel now, and people liked it. And I was thinking, what if I made a sequel to it? So before I finished the Magic Railroad, I started writing a sequel, and it was based off Calling All Engines, and it is like kind of continues the story. Uh, it's definitely a sequel, but it's not like full on like right after. But I was kind of writing the treatment of it, and the main story would be there is a big coal shortage on the island, and so the diesels mostly get a lot of work, and they might bring in some from the mainland just because the island's suffering while most of the engines are decommissioned for a while, and that would cause a lot of tension. And there would be some characters from the Magic Railroad that would show up, and I'd like to say that they would be way better than in this official special. But yeah, that was my whole major idea. And I keep saying this like in past tense as if I'm not going to write it. I'm probably going to write it, but I'm kind of out of ideas at the moment. At most, I wrote like, I think, 3 or 4 scenes. That's not Farquhar. That's not. That's a terrible set design. Oh, the airport. This is the biggest part of this special, and it absolutely sucks. There's a big thing with these specials. And I remember people talking about this. So the original 7 seasons of Thomas were every episode was 4.5 minutes long. And that was the perfect length. Nothing overstayed its welcome and nothing was too short. Like, every story felt just right. You had enough information to keep your attention and to tell a full story. This special tells a story in literally a second less than an hour. I looked at it. It was 59 minutes and 59 seconds. And it's not a good story. Probably just because it overstays its welcome. This could have been like a 30-minute special, honestly, and I think it would have been better. It's not helped that it's bloated with these learning segments and songs. And it's really weird to me that this is letterboxed with the learning boxes. The small scale hit era figures, I do not like them at all. Gotta drink that water. Of course they don't. He sounded so mad there. Now there is something that people pointed out on Twitter a few years ago that is really interesting. Ari and Bert here, this should be common knowledge by now, Splatter and Dodge from the Magic Railroad were Ari and Bert's models repainted. Now there was a big rumor that they were lost in transit back to the United Kingdom after the movie's production ended. This is not right. They were actually repainted back in Ari and Bert for season 6. And on one of them, I don't remember which one it is because they look mostly the same, just one has stubble. One of them has purple on his chassis, and that's because he was Splodge. So, really cool way of reusing models there. And also, I'm pretty sure their faces shrink from season 5 and season 6, and I'm pretty sure that's because Splodge's faces were smaller. So they had to make their IMAX smaller as well. I would really like to see some like ruler photos of Arian Burt during season 5. There have to be some. You can't do that. That's I really like that face. See, there we go. High frame rate right there. Looks so weird next to it. Oh, you'll notice I made this part of Brendam for the Diesel Meat Splodge video, and of course that area was in season 6 and 7, which was my main inspiration. But I really like this area of Brendam. You don't see it that much. At least I don't remember seeing it that much. I don't rewatch the hit era too much, so I might be wrong. Another learning segment. There was one 2 minutes ago. Naturally. Okay. Why? Why is there one full of bananas? I don't understand that. uh, the bricks. That is a Minecraft house. Why is he doing this? This is awful. This is actually awful. He's so dangerous. Dude, you're all owned by the same people. You're gonna lose money here. This is a major problem with the hit era is that, of course, the hit era was made more for younger kids. The classic era was more for all ages, like anybody could enjoy the show. This one was mostly aimed towards preschoolers and like elementary kids. And it served its purpose. Like, Thomas was really popular back in the 2000s, but it just dumbs every character down. I really hate it. Oh yeah, there's a behind the scenes image of this where Diesel's rolling on a track that goes off the set. It's really interesting. Because I guess that shot of outside the shipping warehouse, it was never meant to be seen, so they had to extend the track so that he could roll off of it. Oh, here he is. Here's the big bad guy. Oh boy. You can see his wires in that shot, I just noticed that. So there's a big thing about Diesel 10's model here. It's not built right. You'll notice there's now a gap between his face and buffer beam that wasn't there in Magic Railroad. That's because his body wasn't fitted on his chassis right, so it's leaning up a bit. Uh, and they semi-fixed that in the CGI era by giving him a gap on the other buffer beam as well. So he just looks wrong. I do like how his claw moves in this, though. Very, very, like, just mechanical. But his new faces do not suit him at all. This is a good set. I like this set. The Sodor Suspension Bridge. This is a big popular area for most people. But how much does it even appear? I'm pretty sure it disappears from the CGI era after like 3 appearances. I really need to start watching the CGI era. I saw a lot of like season 13, and I saw a fair amount of the Brenner era, but like I've only like scratched the surface on it. There's the meme. I'll say, even though I don't like Michael Brandon as a narrator, I do like his Diesel voice, and I was really glad that they kept him as his voice actor for seasons 13, 14, 15, and I think 16? His face recasts are horrible. Now I remember why I liked this as a kid. I had a bunch of VHS tapes based on the hit era, and as a kid I would set up my take-alongs and Trackmaster toys. Or back then I think it was still Tomy when I was really little. Okay, yeah, it was Trackmaster I think in like 2006, pretty sure. Because I remember Tomy still being in stores. Um, I had them on a play table, and I had a VCR and a TV set up in my room. It was a great time watching all this stuff. Kind of wish I could go back to that. If you put a shed over that, then that just looks like the Magic Railroad smelter yard. I don't know why they didn't do that. Why is there a tent over the railway line? I'll give him credit. That's really funny. Only he has like the best one. That face almost ended up on the Cool Props replica. It came out today, or a few days ago, that the Magic Railroad smiling face will be included as the bonus face, and I was really happy about that. I really wish I could have a Cool Props replica, but they're really expensive. It's like $1,000. If I had that kind of money, I'd definitely buy one, but I don't have that. I wanna see if anybody recorded the behind the scenes of this kind of stuff. Just people throwing props on the tables. Whoa, dude, it's so bad, man. Dude, it's Rubber from that one horror movie. I think it's called Rubber. Oh, this was always a good shot. That's good. I like. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. I just got a Discord message. You probably heard that on the microphone. I'm gonna put my ringer off real quick while I check it. There's one of the Horde lorries. Yeah, well, it's not his fault, so, you know. The Netford Yard set, it's one I don't think of, but I really, really like it. But where is it? Is it near Knapford? I mean, it's in the name, but like where exactly? No, not another learning segment. Come on. Oh, it's Harvey. I, these this sucks. No. What about him? Is that Sir Top Hat's car there? I don't know. Maybe Big Mickey put him there. What would have been an interesting sight is if they moved Cranky in this. Cranky's been shown to be able to move around in the series. Magic Railroad and Cranky Bugs, of course. It would have been an interesting sight to see Cranky be dismantled and then carried around by a bunch of engines. They should have done that. That would have been cool. I wonder if that would have been horrifying for kids, though, to see him dismantled. Maybe Percy with Old Slow Coach, bring back a returnee. Oh yeah, that model's at Drayton Manor and it's going to die in like 2 years. Never mind. God, it sucks seeing the Drayton Manor models. They're all so broken. Old Slow Coach is bent. Daisy is cracked. Class 40 is killing himself. It's so sad. So why are you talking to him? Why are you talking to him? I think you can see the purple there on the left one. I think that's Bert. So I know Daisy comes back later in this special, but how cool would it have been to see Boko and him being on the side of both types of engines? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's why I wasn't. I mean, I was a toddler when this came out, so obviously I wasn't writing for it. That's kind of cool. I like that shot. So they had a close-up model of the claw. I wonder if it was the same one for Magic Railroad. No, that was way too big. That was like life size. I'd like to see the close-up model. It's interesting now that we know Diesel 10 actually had two models. There was an image that was leaked a while back, or not leaked, it was released, of his two models being worked on. It was really weird seeing that. Because he was a brass model, I'm pretty sure, so it was really weird to see him have two. Oh, this never comes up again. Yep, that's me too, bud. I wish this water was cold. It's room temperature. This writing is... Ugh. Oh, I like this shot. This was in some... I can't remember the episode, but that's stock footage. This song is also okay. Derek! It's Derek! It's Derek! There's the best part of the special. Derek. I'm a big fan of Derek. He never ever shows up again. It sucks. There's Big Mickey's model rebuilt after it was destroyed in Canada. Oh, and I don't like it. Does Cranky not talk at all in this? I think that this set, actually, all of Brendam, was actually built on the floor. Because there's an image out there where you see the ships and they're all just on the ground. It's really, really funny. this, this learning segment always infuriated me as a kid. Oh yeah, you might hear my dryer going off. I'm washing some stuff today. It's laundry day. No, I know the correct answer. I've seen this like 10 times. Who would build a curve like that, though? Wow, I wonder where he's got to go. Oh, they didn't properly animate his side rods. They were moving way too slow. That's gonna bug me. There's Butch. We never see his face ever. Actually, I think we see his face once in the entire show. I'm trying to remember because it was so funny to me as a kid. Butch, his first like real appearance is he's faceless, and they call him Butch, and then he gets a face, and he gets a bunch of merchandise with his face, and they never show him. You always see his back. It's so funny. And then they put him in the CGI era, and he got like a magnet, like one of the toys. This is not what they should be doing in this special. They should be proving that they can't do it by themselves. They should be working together for this part. I don't remember if this succeeds or not. I hope it doesn't, because then the lesson will be good. Yep, there's my dryer going off. I'll check it later. We'll get through this first. I'm halfway done with all these things I need to do. He did it! Ooh, he did it! This is not how they should be doing this. That should have failed, and then he should have been like, oh, maybe if we get Diesel to help me. Texting my friend, he's in the Navy right now. He's apparently coming home soon. I'm really excited and happy about that. Oh, here comes the montage. Here comes the funny montage. Everybody loves this. This had good merch. Was that a stock sound effect from Source Engine? Did Engineer just hit a century? I wish I had a toy of this Thomas. I didn't, and I remember being so sad as a kid that I didn't. This is a great look. I love it. There he goes. This is the only other time that this thing comes back. That little coal unloader. I always thought that was soda as a kid. There was a joke on Twitter about this. Somebody having to clean all of these models after they were all wrecked. There's the line. That line always shows up. That's the issue here. That's the problem. Twitter jail. Twitter jail, you're a clown. This was always like my favorite part of the Dream section, just because it's a tender engine without their tender. I always liked the thought of that. Oh, Scott the Waz just uploaded a video. Game baths. What? Weird. Gonna have to watch that later while I'm making dinner. This is too wacky. What about Henry? What did he dream about? Oh, this part. This is probably the biggest thing that I would rewrite out of this whole special. And I'm sure that some people could guess what it is if you read the entirety of the Magic Railroad. I'm not going to say what it is, but like, this would definitely be a big issue with me. There's only two good things about this part. The fact that Lady appears, and we saw a ruler photo of her model and Diesel 10's model before this was in production, and we see Rusty's small-scale model for the last time. And it's really nice that it's been preserved by Thomas Tank Merch. It's nice to see it, because it looks pristine. Looks like it came right off the set. So if it wasn't obvious, Magic Railroad, the original Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie, is not canon to the series because they don't make any mention of it here except for the characters showing up. Minus Splodge, which would be a big difference in my rewrite. But Lady's like a mountain engine we never see again. From what I know, they might not appear because they're technically owned by Sony. They're characters that are owned by Sony because they appeared in a Sony product. But I'm surprised that Hit never shelled out and put her into an episode. She seems like she'd be a really marketable character. Definitely not. Nope, I don't think so. Man, I know that guy. I had a few toys of that guy. I wonder if somebody still has these models. Are they sitting on some hard drive at somebody's computer? Salty's a great character. I like Salty a lot. Yep. Yep, I think so. Yeah, of course I'm right. I'm always right, man. I'm so cool. He needs my help, guys. He needs my help. Awesome. Mavis's model is pretty cool. I heard that she was made out of brass. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this Lucinda, I think is the name, that tugboat in the back. Everybody thought that was Top Hat back in the day. That was a big rumor, and I almost wish it was true because we have no idea where Top Hat's model is. It's probably destroyed, honestly. That makes me really sad. It's that guy! I know that guy. I wrote that guy. I like that guy. That shot, it's like he's taunting him or mocking him with the claw. That's really cool. Um, but the last time he appeared, they didn't do that. He literally looked at Thomas and then just ignored him. I like this little set. He called the lamp a lantern. That's weird. Oh, it's the owl from Boo Boo Choo Choo. Such a weird name. Why is he mad? Why is he so angry? Oh, I phased out for a second. I didn't even realize Daisy's on screen now. This is her last appearance until the CGI era. Yo! I want that cream donut. That looks good. But yeah, Daisy's back. Cool. Does he have a trumpet? There he is. There he is. We're almost done with the special. I'm looking at my Audacity project. And we're at 42 and a half minutes. We're almost done. Torture's almost over. Okay, so Ares' model is splatter because you can see some purple on him. Okay. This face is awful. I hate that face. They were they were convinced just like that. Nice. Why didn't that happen earlier? Get out of here. Why does it have that curve? No. Small thing about Henry's model, because of the firebox, his windows are cut off. I can't believe they never fixed that at all. Sorry for yawning, this is just boring. I do not like this special. Yeah, Boko. Boko, please? I mean, they could take passengers. They could. Oh, you can see her iMac there in the window. It's moving up and down. Her Bachmann model looks really good. I'm really happy that they made her. My nose is all runny for some reason. I don't know. Sorry. It's just like season 2. Oh, that would have been a funny twist. What if they rebuilt Tidmouth, but it only has 5 berths, and they have to get rid of somebody? Okay. So, Gordon always gets stuck on Gordon's Hill. We got it. Why wouldn't you build another line that goes past Gordon's Hill? Or maybe do some work on the hill to make it less steep, you know? Just a thought. I think I'm better at managing your railway than you, but whatever. They're doing it. They're actually working together, and it's only in the last half of the special. That airport is absolutely ugly. That's interesting how the clouds are moving. So those have to be like thick fog machines, shouldn't they? Maybe? How have you not stopped when that happens? Oh, oh, there it goes. Oh, it's about to. Whoa! In this blue little 4-year-old me's mind. Whoa! I wonder if anybody's ever made an airport route for trains. Everybody's just pissed off at him today. Maybe if he ran, maybe he's too slow. Maybe you have to get something faster. Oh, here comes a really sucky part. Everybody hates this. As a kid, I always mimicked that. Him grabbing those branches and moving it around like that. I think I still do that sometimes. So, in the Magic Railroad, his claw was controlled through programmed movements through radio control. I wonder if it's the same here, or if it's somehow controlled with a controller. If so, that's cool. Also, Diesel 10 and Ladies models were shown off at the latest Trust exhibition from the StarTux Trust. They're apparently in good condition. Still not happy that they're with them, though, because the Trust sucks. If you simp for the StarTux Trust, I don't agree with you. I was about to say something really mean, but I was like, no. Some people just don't know. It's okay. No. No, that's no. That's not his character. No, that's not how you play the game. No. I'm offended. I'm super offended at this. I'm triggered. This is stupid. This is really stupid. Oh, I still cringe from that line even as a kid. This is a horrible shot. Okay, you can speed up the pacing. It's okay. I think the claw is colored differently. I think it's a little more black here. I hate this. I hate this. You actually like this garbage? George! George! Yes! And he never talks and he never changes his face ever again. He's now mute. Why didn't they ever introduce him into the CGI era? He's actually really cool and interesting. He's a steamroller. Everybody loves steamrollers. Do you remember the episode of Phineas and Ferb where there's the steamroller exhibition? Or meetup? Auction? There's like 20 different steamrollers. Oh, I need a Jolly Rancher. Sorry, I hit my mic there. I'm gonna go for a grape. I don't like grape, but I'm gonna get rid of it. It's like watching a movie. You gotta have your snacks. You gotta sneak into the grocery store next to the movie theater. And I just realized my trash can's in the kitchen. I gotta go get that later. Money shot. I don't remember this song. I don't know if I like it. Okay, that shot's already been used. Oh, that's Bulgy's Bridge. I just realized. Stock footage there. Oh yeah, I don't like this song. Oh yeah, that's stock footage. That reminds me of the Magic Railroad shot. So it's automatically good. I remembering a quote from the author of Twilight talking about how the idea for the series came to her in a dream, and it's a quote of Dumbledore from Harry Potter where he's like, "It's not good to dwell on dreams, Harry Potter." Why is Gordon so angry? This is an awful Tidmouth model. I don't like it. Gordon's totally BSing. Make up your mind, woman. Oh yeah, because of the whole idea of the Steam Team and all the main characters have to be in one place. Toby should have been here instead. And there shouldn't have been a Steam Team at all. That's why you really take for granted the shots in the classic series where it's a bunch of different characters at Tidmouth. Boko, Murdoch, Duck. It was always so much better. But you gotta get that status quo in. Oh, the roll call. This everybody loves the roll call. Yeah, it's admittedly okay. I like it. There's a reference to it in the Magic Railroad, Mr. Conductor's little narration bit at the start. Um, References the hauling trucks or hauling freight line. I don't want to remember it. That part sucks. Weird to think that Tidmouth Sheds only had 6 berths in Season 8 at the beginning of the hit era. I always remembered as having 7 because of this. But this was after Season 8. There it is. That's the end of Calling All Engines. It's finally done after only an hour. So, final thoughts on this special. It does well as like a, as a television special for kids. Obviously, I'm not the target audience anymore. But I would make so many changes. But I think that'll end it now. I'm gonna go and do laundry and do my thing. So, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a swell day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I remember you.